Do you know who Dane Cook is?
Fuck yeah.
Do you ever like have people say that you like kind of are like him in a way?
You know, I maybe once or twice. Not really, but when you say that, it's not the first time I've heard that.
Yeah.
I get Bill Burr more.
That makes sense. I've gotten Jake Gyllenhaal and not Daniel Radcliffe. Jake Gyllenhaal and Daniel something, the guy from Wizards of Waverly Place. You know that guy?
I don't know that.
Yeah, but I've gotten Jake Gyllenhaal, gotten Daniel Radcliffe, gotten I've gotten Shia LaBeouf once.
Really?
Yeah. Like once I was serving at an Italian place, and this mom and like the cute little daughter comes up, that's like 3 years old, and she goes, "Can my daughter like get a picture with you?" And I'm like, sure, why? Just out of curiosity. And they're like, "Oh, you look like the guy from the Disney Channel." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then I took the photo. I'm like, "Do you want a hug?" And then she's just like, "Ah."
You took it to the creepy level. You became that dude.
Yeah. I was like, "Do you want to?" I'm like, "I'm a star." You want I don't know what to do. I'm like, what do I entertain this? Do I not? Like, what do I do?
I guess I didn't know what the fuck to do with kids, and I still don't know what to do with most other people's kids, really.
Yeah.
Like, I like mine, but other people's kids are still just about as weird as they were before I ever had one.
I showed my girlfriend, like what an LIE male is like when you, I don't know if you ever seen like where you have like a Wikipedia for like Socionics types and like what they look like.
Wiki-Soción?
Yeah.
I love that part.
So I showed her like what I look like in a marriage with kids, and she thought it was mortifying.
Really?
She was like, "What? You're not going to talk to kids until you can talk to them, like intellectually?" I'm like, "Pretty much. Like, I'm not going to baby voice them. Like, I'm just going to wait till like I can have a conversation." And then it goes, "Wait, you're not going to change diapers?" And I'm like, "It says I will if I need to. It doesn't mean that I won't. Like, I'm not a fucking asshole." Like,
you're a functioning part of this marriage. You just don't value the blob yet until it's a person.
Yeah, and I'm like, plus, babe, it tells me that like you're more into taking care of kids anyway. So like, what's the problem? I'm pretty sure she's an ISFJ or ISFP.
Oh yeah.
So.
And she'll cover for you when you accidentally be the unavailable douchebag dad. She'll smooth in an excuse when you didn't even know you fucked up.
Yep. Yeah. So, but like she was definitely sarcastically excited about reading it. I was like, "Thanks, babe. Like, you're making me feel more solidified into our future." You know.
You're gonna give her baby fever. You got to think about babies now.
No, not at all.
Are you sure? Because you just read that with her.
Well, like she mentioned, like we're not married, but like there's still so many hurdles just to get to marriage.
But there's only one hurdle to get to parenthood, and it's super thin.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know what I just found, she told me this. You know what I found out? Women don't, and you can totally laugh at me about this. It's totally cool. I've accepted it. I didn't realize women get 2 rings.
That's okay. I'm not judging you for that.
Like, I thought you get 1 ring that blocks out the fucking sun, and you call it a day.
Right? Yeah. How are we supposed to know there's another little gold strip under there?
I don't how am I supposed to know that the engagement ring wasn't the actual ring? Like, I thought it was like.
What do you mean? Do you have a ring? It's on her already.
I already picked out the ring, by the way, for the one I want to give her. Like, I don't want I'm gonna spend like $7,000 on it. I don't want to spend any more money on the fucking marriage business. Like,
man, it's such a fucking racket.
It is. Dude, you should have seen her face. I'm like, babe, you're only getting 1 ring. I was like, you're only getting 1 ring. Like, I just hope you know that. Like, I'm getting you a ring that's gonna block out the sun. She goes like, what does that mean? And I'm like, it means that you're gonna look at this ring and totally forget that there's like you need another one.
That's gonna probably be a more expensive option in the long run, but
yeah.
But you know what? If you think that you'll stay together, that's probably a better investment.
Yeah, and I told her that I don't believe in engagements anyway, so
That's not something you can opt out of.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Well, then nobody fucking told me I could have opted out of that shit.
Yeah, no, like I told my girlfriend, I'm like, just so you know, like this was months ago. I was like, you know, I don't get this whole like getting engaged for like 6 years bullshit. She goes like, that's so long. I'm like, that's not the point. The point is, in Soviet Russia, if you want to marry someone, you marry them. In Turkish, you don't just you're not just engaged, like you get married. Like you just like you know what I mean? And it's not about other cultures.
Are you from those places?
No, but the point is,
we're not. We're having sex and marriage in America. That's why you can't opt out.
I already opted out. But like, my point is this though. I told her, I'm like, I know I want to marry you, and engagement is like, I'm still thinking about it, and I don't believe in that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the point in prolonging the inevitable? Like, let's just do it.
Because it takes a fucking year to set up a massive, expensive party so you can feed your friends and family cake and drink and keg beer.
Here's the thing. We both agreed that we're not going to do that.
And see, that's something I did that was – we took that money and we went and got married Clearwater Beach and did things how we wanted.
So, like, it was her idea. She sent me we were sitting next to each other watching TV one day. She goes like, she shows me this article. She goes, yeah, I don't want a big thing. I'd rather use our 20,000 and go on like a trip to Europe for like half a year. And I'm like, bet, me too. She was like, but I mean, a small little gathering for like people who matter. I'm like, yeah, but that's not going to be more than like $5,000. She goes,
but see, when you start doing that, it starts manifesting and growing, and then you've got cousins there and shit.
Yeah. I mean, because listen, if we wanted to make it a big thing, I have a really big family, but do they all care? No, my cousin got married.
I want to drink your beer.
You can come.
So I
need best men. Okay, well, you can come.
What I'm saying is, it doesn't caring about somebody is not the factor that you use to determine whether or not you go to their wedding. I've gone. You go to the weddings, that have the best return.
Yeah. There's only 2 kinds of return you get from a wedding, though. So. Well, sorry, 3. There's 3. If you count one of them separately. And they all are indulgent. So.
Okay. Are they all holes on a woman?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Oh no, weddings are a great place to fucking network too.
Are they?
Yes.
See, I network, but like I'm very specific, I guess.
Does that mean you're shy? Is that how you say you're shy?
No. Like I used to go to networking events when I lived in New York City all the time. And like I usually go, I'm like, cool, I have my list of people that I need to find. And I'm like, what do you do? Okay, what do you do? Okay, what do you do? See you later. What do you do? See you later. Oh, that's cool. See you later. And then I'm like, oh, I found you. You know what I mean? I mean that's how
really networking, or is that like that's TE? That's just TE missing the spirit of networking.
Pretty much.
Right. And that's why weddings are a great place to network, because you go there not knowing anybody, but then you're with no goal.
When I'm just like at a party or I'm just chilling like at a get together, that's actually when I kind of I get more settled and like I actually care about talking to people, I guess.
But see, those are the networks that you make that you will then use that will turn into something. Otherwise, that's why I hate networking events, because you go and you checked it off the list, and then you fucking thank God that's over. I'm gonna go home and drink beer now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I've met some cool people at network, but I'm actually trying to go to more events that are in my niche stuff. Like I'm trying to go to like a investment conference, and like I'm trying to meet more people, learn a poker. Um, I don't know. Like I'm just trying to meet more people, like with things that I like to do. So
I mean, that's never a bad thing. I think that's always a good thing.
yeah. I'm kind of shorthanded on friends in Florida, so
How long you lived there?
I've been here for like close to 2 years.
Where do you meet friends as an adult? Yeah, like
That's
as
what
an
I'm
adult
saying.
man, because I don't know. I haven't
Don't,
had a shortage of friends really ever, but
well, like, so here's the thing. Like, if you're still friends with people that like you've known since childhood, and
Mhm.
like you're still in that area, I don't think people like that count because you haven't people like that. I'm not saying you, I don't know your situation, but like me, if I was still at home, it would drive me up a wall to know that I have the same like, amount of convenient people. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
I ventured off really early. Like the moment I could, like I left my like when I was kicked out of my house, as soon as I could, I moved close to New York City. I lived in Brooklyn for a while. Like I just traveled. Um, like I wanted to meet people, and I did. And there's this website that I use called Meetup.com, and I've met so many cool people. I met a lot of best friends from that website.
Really?
Uh, yeah, like you literally type in any hobby, and there's an event for it, or there's
No
a group.
shit.
Yeah, like
That-
if you're in a crochet, you can search in the Meetup.com thing for groups about crochet, and they're there, or hiking, or drugs, or trading, or networking, or MBTI. I had my own MBTI group in the city.
Drug groups are 12-step meetings. That's where you go for.
Like,
Um,
dude, in New York City, there's literally a meetup group where, like, at least when they have an event, like 50 people go, and they all know their type. And everyone's talking about type. It's pretty
you know
dope.
what? Jack mentioned something to me and a couple other people in the Kansas City area the other day about the Socionics meetup,
Yeah.
and this phrase, I don't know. He threw it around like it's a thing that happens, but the phrase held no meaning for me. It's like, what do you mean meet up? What is a meetup? Is it a thing? Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it is.
Yeah. I used to host my own group to vet clients when I used to coach.
What's that website called again?
Meetup.com. I think it's free. I think it's free. Or it's like 99. I think it's free though, if you're just like looking for groups.
Well, I'm sort of looking. I'm kind of at a point in my life where, career wise, I'm restarting, and I've always liked having side hustles, but now I'm particularly cautious that they're above board and legal in every way, which you don't realize until you're cognizant of those things. How many things like, oh, I don't really have a license for that. Oh, like there's just so many little. I don't know. I'm exploring. So
When I visited New York, I stopped by this shop, and there's this girl that I had a crush on in high school, and I stopped in because I never went into like her mom's business, and she was there, and I was like, oh my god, like the chick's here, and she actually ended up wanting to know about coding and stuff, and like because I used to live in bumblefuck nowhere, I was telling her all these resources. I'm like, yeah, meetup.com. There's a whole bunch of hackathons. Like these are all the things you got to go to. Like if you can get to the city, like they have tons of events. Meetup.com. Like I was trying to hook her up. I don't think she got the hint that I wanted to bang her though.
well, yeah, because you're telling her. How would she?
Exactly my point. I was like, I'm telling you all these resources. Like each resource is a sign of, you know, No, but she's cool. Like I was happy that she's looking to do other things because
What
it
is
looks
she
like
doing?
her parents own like a I don't even know what you call it. Like they have like this is gonna sound so stupid. This isn't what it's called. Upholstery. Like they have rugs and like they design like things like
Textiles.
textiles. Yeah, that something I know nothing about. Let me tell like you could probably guess it, but I'll give you an example. My boss, his name's Ed, same guy I was telling you about. We were literally he was teaching me engineering, right? Like he's teaching me about like housing and stuff. And he goes, you know what a 2x4 is, right? And I'm like, it's a piece of wood. He goes, but what is it? I'm like, it's a piece of wood. It's 2x4. 2x4 what? I'm like, I don't know, feet.
Whoops.
Yeah. He goes, Dan, I can't give you the credit of being really fucking smart if you're telling me that a 2x4 is 2 feet by 4 feet. I'm like, do you have a phone? This was so savage. I'm like, yeah. He goes, give me your phone. I hand him the phone. Then he goes, here. Gives it back to me and goes, Google 2x4, find a 2x4 on my property, and bring it to me.
He handed it back to you for effect. That's tight. I like that. I'm gonna use that. I am.
Dude, I felt so fucking like I didn't feel dumb because like I was like, cause I'm not I don't get really embarrassed, but I'm like, dude, like if I don't know, just tell me. But he was just doing everything for effect. I'm just like this. I'm like, oh, are you still in effect mode? Like I want to so, but it's just him being a beta or whatever he is. You know what I mean?
He's an alpha. Yeah. If he's an ENTP, he's an alpha.
Yeah.
Well, see, and I'm well, I guess right now I'm unemployed. I quit my last day at my job was Friday. I start a new one in a week probably.
Yeah.
I set 2 weeks out, and I didn't end up doing the 2 weeks notice. They let me go when I turned it in. So now I got 2 weeks. I'm trying to figure out how much I get away with being lazy or filling the gap.
Yeah.
But I'm going to a competitor, so it's
Nice. Nice.
But I'm a concrete QC tech and department manager, and when I got hired for this role, I didn't know the difference between concrete and cement, which I probably don't know the difference between concrete and cement.
No, I don't.
Concrete has rock and sand in it. Cement is the powder. Concrete is the powder, the sand, the rock, and the water.
So cement's more thick, like it's more thick.
Cement, you never pour just cement.
Oh, see, didn't know that either.
Yeah. No, everything is actually. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, so we can go outside, and I'll just show you right now.
Cool.
But yeah, that was really fun going into a plant full of people who've been doing this shit their whole fucking lives, and hi, I'm the new guy with certificates who doesn't know shit about shit, but I can pass tests.
Yeah. That's funny.
But you know what? How's anybody supposed to know shit they don't know?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know anything about wood. Now I do. And he's like, hey, do you know like the average width of like the inside, like, I don't even know what he called it. He called it like the walls, like the walling. Like, you know how the thick the walling's supposed to be? And I'm like, I don't know. He was supposed to be 5 inch. It's supposed to be 5 inches, but here it's 8 or here it's 6. Why is that? I'm like, I don't know. Like he gave me the whole history lesson on what a 2x the whole history lesson of a 2x4. Like, do you know like it's not supposed to be 2x4 because it used to be 1.5 by 4, like 1.5 by 3.5. And I'm like, oh really? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, did you also know that wood expands once it's like smoothed down and everything? So once it dries up, it expands. And I'm like, oh.
It absorbs moisture.
Yeah, I'm like, Ed, again, how am I supposed to know all this? Like, you're going in on like a helpless victim that knows nothing about nothing right now.
But that's how he gets you to pay attention.
That was actually his point. He goes, Dan, if you're not paying attention, we're gonna have the same conversation tomorrow, and I don't want to have that conversation.
Yeah, and you would not pay attention either because 2x4 is not interesting.
No, it's not. It's not at all. And neither is cement, to be honest.
What? Cement's the shit. Nope. You'll thank me if you're ever like financing a construction site or something.
Oh, I actually am.
See?
But like, I don't think we need cement though. We just need vinyl.
Yeah, you think they just put the board? They shove the boards into the ground?
Pretty much. Like they just put it all over dirt, right?
You see that? You can't even see that in the light. It's powder. It's gray powder.
Yeah, I see that. I see it.
Yep.
No,
but yeah, that shit mixes with water, and that's what makes it stick.
Oh wow.
Oh wow! Don't give a fuck.
Well,
I was in banking before I did this, and I really enjoy being able to like do shit. You know, you probably don't know, but I do.
No. So wait, like you left banking because it was like boring, or?
I left banking because when I got raided by the police, it sort of I had quit my job at the bank, and I was coming back here to Kansas City to take a sales job. And in between there, I ended up going to jail. I didn't like banking. I didn't realize I didn't like banking until I was out of it, though. The money was good enough. I was competent. I mean, I was doing it fine.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until I was out and doing other things that I was like, wow, day to day, I'm much happier this way.
See, I get a lot of gratification like investments. That's why I want to be in front of a computer.
Say that again.
I said, like, if I'm not like managing people, like I want to be by a computer, you know. Like I want to be able to like just tell people what to do and sit at my computer.
Yeah, I do too. I need to move. I get stir crazy, and